Right guys, how's it going? As you can see, I'm not in my normal work environment. I'm in England at the moment on my travels, visiting family and friends, but I'm still here. And you may have seen some claims made overnight regarding Barcelona's alleged interest in Darwin Nunez, Emo Darwin. And I'll get told off for that. I just want to point a few things out to you about that. So some of the Liverpool accounts, fan accounts, are obviously covering it, telling people about it. If you're not aware, I think it originates, well, it's kind of piggybacked a little bit. Managing Barca is a social media account on X. They said they said Darwin Nunez is FC Barcelona's #1 in capital letters, right? Emphasising target to replace Robert Lewandowski, reports Once TV3, and then it says pending further confirmation, right? However, right, so that was the account that many of the fan accounts are quoting, but it goes back to Once TV3, which I believe is a Catalonian TV, program or something, I don't know. I looked at it earlier, I was laid in bed, I was reading it, and I was trying to find out where this came from. So it's a Catalonian program, it's a program on a Catalonian TV thing that was on for an hour last night, I think. And during that hour, they mentioned Darwin Nunez and Barcelona. I haven't seen that though. So we're going to have to go with assuming, or you know what I mean, thinking what's happened here, which is never good if you but I'm trying to, I'm not giving it to you as fact, or this is what was said, because I don't know. So I'm trying to say what I think has happened is that they on that TV program have picked up on the reports that originated from England previously. I did a video about it the other day, and those original claims, Barcelona interested in Darwin Nunez, came from the Sun newspaper, which is obviously a publication that is boycotted by Liverpool supporters. If you're a young kid and you don't know why, just Google Hillsborough and the Sun newspaper. So it came from there, and I know people don't some people are like, you shouldn't mention the Sun newspaper. It exists, we have to mention it because we have to tell people where it's come from. And to be honest with you, people, you need to know where this stuff comes from. And the reason that I made the video the other day to tell people where it originated from was because if you go on social media and say, I've heard this rumour that Barcelona want Darwin Nunez, you might get jumped on by people saying, you've read that in the Sun, or you shouldn't be spreading that shit. So you might get hate. So I'm trying to protect you a little bit. So I made that video the other day saying, look, this is where it comes from. Because some outlets were not saying the source. They were not citing that newspaper. So like the Mail, for example, you might have read it in the Mail, but I think the Mail did cite that rag. But sometimes maybe fans don't read everything. And they might see the Mail, Barcelona want Nunez, oh right, okay, and then they go and mention it, and then they're getting absolutely slaughtered because people are saying, where you've got that from. Do you know what I mean? So that was why I did the video the other day about that. That's not really relevant today, to be honest with you. But in some ways it is, because I don't think these are new claims. I might be wrong, but I don't think they are. I suspect that the Catalan TV show, sports show that was on for an hour last night, might even just be an internet thing. I'm not really sure. I suspect that they were just touching on that speculation. But, if you know different, if you watch the program and I'm wrong, please do point that out in the comments, because I want people to know. If it was like a world exclusive or something, they were like, oh no, it's definitely on, then that's different to them just citing some report from England. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want you to think that the Barcelona interest in Nunez is stronger because an outlet in Catalonia is covering it. I don't think I've made fucking sense. I suspect that they're just going by the previous reports. But like I say, if you know differently, please let me know. The thing is, I'm not, sure Barcelona can afford him. I mean, the skin, right? But their skin's a bit different to mine and your skin. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, their skin, but can still go and sign a £50 million player because they find ways of fucking doing it. We're skin, we're fucking just skin, right? Do you know what I mean? So, I know that a lot of, when Barcelona have been linked with Diaz recently and Nunez, this could become a genuine link, by the way. I'm not saying it's bullshit. When Barcelona are linked with Liverpool players, Diaz and Nunez at the moment, the first thing Liverpool fans are replying, they haven't got the money, they can't do it. I think that's a bit naive to think that, to be honest with you. If they wanted to do it, they'd find a way of doing it. That's what I think. And what was the other thing I was going to say about that? Well, Diaz, first of all, we know that he would do anything to go to Barcelona, in my opinion. And with regards to Nunez, obviously he's gone through his emo thing of taking down his Liverpool pictures on his Instagram. Your comments were very good, actually, on the video I did yesterday about that. The feedback was very good. But, it's not helpful what he's done there, to be honest with you. And it can create, clubs can look at that. Let's face it, like if you're an interested club in Darwin Nunez, what they're going to say, they're going to go, oh, he's took his pictures down, he's unsettled, he's unhappy, let's see if we can do something here. So, yeah, to be honest with you, I'm kind of sick of talking about Darwin Nunez. I'm not into, I really want him to kick on, but I just don't think he's going to. And, yeah, give him another season if you want, fine, but we haven't got to, we need players to fucking deliver, so, personally, I would be in no rush to bomb him out. I'm not, guys. But if someone came in with the money, I just think, you know what, I think it might be best for all parties here, because he's not connecting with the fans, really, I don't think. Although some are having a love-in with him because they think there's been death threats. I don't think there's any proof of that yet. Or even, well, you might be able to show me some tweets, but I'm not sure that the player has actually come out and said this, or the club. But one thing it does do is it makes things very dramatic, and it can also, garnish, or is it that right word? Encourage sympathy, and it can also instigate transfer speculation. I think Fabrizio Romano, I can't shout Mo Salah, because I think my cousin's still in bed, bless her. I can't shout Mo Salah to Fabrizio Romano. Mo Salah. I think Fabrizio Romano said something like, just because he's deleted his stuff doesn't mean that he's, that he's transfer related. So, anyway, it's not new, is it? You know what I mean? Getting hated on. How many football players, get fucking hated on by numpties on the internet? Let's be honest. What the fuck is wrong with them? Fucking man the fuck up. Get on with it. I think he should go, me personally. I like him. When I've seen him score and do stuff, I think, fucking hell, he's great, and I love it when Nunez. But I'm not sure them people shouting that really believe he's going to fucking improve. What do you think? Well, if Barcelona came in with a massive offer, you telling me you won't take it? I'd fucking take it. The problem is, are they going to come in with an offer? And would it be massive? You know what I'm saying, girls? Right, anyway, apparently it's all about the girth. Right, I'm off. So I'm just letting you know, the reason for the video is to tell you that I suspect, but I'm not sure, that the latest round of speculation regarding Barcelona and Darwin Nunez is just from a magazine-type programme that's picking up on the original reports from England from that rag that no one really cares what they're going to say about anyway. And even if you weren't a Liverpool fan, and you've got no reason to boycott that newspaper, I don't really think that you'd pay much attention to the claims that they were making anyway, if that makes sense. Liverpool fans by default go, that's bullshit. But I think neutrals have probably read that report and thought, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, fuck it. So please understand why I've had to reference that rag, okay? Don't start fucking caps locking me to death or whatever. Please thumbs up the video, guys, if you appreciate my effort here. Please drop me a comment. If you want to buy me a coffee, or a beer, or a sausage roll, hit the super thanks button. read the video description, get in the chat room, get on the newsletter, follow me on social media. And if you want to become my partner on my new YouTube channel, read the video description and look for the Fabrizio Nositaglio project link and socials if you just want to be, a follower of that and not come in as a partner. All right, guys, I got my breakfast in about 15 minutes coming to me. My uncle's bringing that for me, a nice tasty baguette. And I'm going to do some written news now. I'll be doing a live stream this afternoon. I will do one this afternoon, so I'm not going out anywhere. And I suspect that will be somewhere around 2, 3 o'clock, probably 3-ish. All right, 2:33, maybe. I'm undecided. All right, hope you're okay, and I'll speak to you in a bit. All right.